Hey guys. And as what you just saw, this is the time for the new event, the Lantern Rite of the 3.4 update. Okay guys, we are back again after completing our story quest or festival anecdotes as they call it of this time's Lantern Rite, which takes me about 4 videos to record, each about 1 hour in length. Now let's try to actually continue to the events ourselves. After we enjoy our story, it is best to just enjoy ourselves in the events, because that is where the good rewards comes in. And so to make sure that each of these events don't have a super long word quest, I mean some sort of word quest to start it with, I'll make sure by playing each and every single one of those word quests. It's a nice decoration, it's a solid one also. I thought they would go through that, but the developers actually put a lot of work to try to make it solid. So oh no, why do I have to talk this again? Okay, I'm just gonna skip every single one of them. You can just look at my previous video recording that I've uploaded to YouTube for the complete dialogue. For now, I'll be completing this. Tian Tian. I don't know if I've seen you before in Liyue. I think I did. I just forgot when. Maybe the previous Lantern Rite you were here. Alright, by the way, I play every single one of the starting quest of each event, because in the previous Lantern Rite, one of the events I think was clearing the junk, or let's call it the debris, from killing Osiel with Jade Chamber. It has something to do with the newly added Archon quest interlude chapter about rebuilding the Jade Chamber. And it has Beidou and Xingyan on it. So, well, it takes a recording also. And it's also up on YouTube that I have recorded. You guys can also watch that. It is better to take precaution and to record every single one of those starting events first before you actually dive deeper into the events, and I've already taken a long time. So I actually don't know how this is going to work, as what they shown on the event showcase, the preview, the update before the live stream. I think it looks pretty okay-ish, just like any other running event with extra blast and fireworks, I guess, for the extra aesthetics. And it's just a typical way of inviting to go try the events. Like the previous one, I think, was about going through the winds and those challenges. I actually forgot the name, but you just have to hit those balloons. Okay, that's it. Let's see how much stuff we can do. So if we look at that, maximum 3000 points, and there are 4 levels. So there will be 4 levels. So let's go to the other event, and let's see the paper opera. Well, there are no quests at the moment, because if you've seen my first video, the Archon quest, I mean the festival anecdotes, when I tried to talk to Dvorak, there is a little bit of problems. See, the Vorak sits a little too close to the paper opera, which means that I accidentally triggered the quest early before I intend to start it. You guys probably wouldn't see that, it's just a funny transition, but the fact is that it's not. I accidentally started the quest. Anyway, let's talk to Huixing right now on the Alcor, which will be our event with Beidou on it. It's kind of weird because out of all those characters that appear on the event, Yao Yao, Yunjin, and Yelan, only Beidou that hasn't appeared on the festival anecdotes except on a very brief moment. Like the previous one, you can see Beidou appearing on the event, not on the festival anecdotes, but more precisely on the quest. One of the events starting with, let me clarify that, it's the cleaning the debris event. So, since the event is starting here, okay, so actually this event is a recruitment scheme. And since this is the crux, I don't know if we're gonna meet Beidou. I mean, before I play the story of this event, I have to finish Zhongli story quest, not story quest, word quest, because I've just entered the chasm. And it has no voice. Of course it's a word quest, what do you expect? But it has Zhongli. I thought they'll have voice line or something, but no, they don't. And I think there's like one daily commissions where you can talk to Xiaoling. I forgot which one, or I haven't got it yet. And while I'm talking to people, if it's word quest, of course, there's not going to be any voice, and you're free to change any camera angle you want. I always try to pick the best angle. Like maybe you're talking to someone and you're trying to select a better angle, but you know, it might be quite confusing to some people. But for me, that's how I enjoy talking to people instead of just randomly responding to it. Like how I do my Mondstadt's Archon quest. I didn't record that one, of course. I only started recording on the part, the chapter 2 of Inazuma's story quest. I mean Archon quest. And the explanation is quite long. Okay, so since this is the Chinese New Year, can you guys tell me your experience about getting the red envelope or going to your family's home, or maybe just going to another town using public transport or planes? You guys can tell me in the comments, and I'll be happy to listen to you guys' stories as well, because I have some interesting stories to tell on my Chinese New Year occasion. But the fact is that the family from my mom's side actually came to my house just around Christmas, not on Chinese New Year as well. Okay, so as what I just saw right now, it's actually a ship event. Don't know the details. I'll just have to make sense of that later. I don't really actually read that. Okay, you got some quote-unquote HP, I guess, about 6 of them.
What in the world do those symbols really mean?
And of Of course you collect coins. What else are you collecting? And let's get to our last event story. I mean the quest. And this time we have Yelan on it. Why not? Okay, so I might have recorded a little too close to the fan because this phone gets hot when I play. I'll fix that problem. For now, it's gonna be a temporary fix. We're doing the world quest, so it shouldn't really be a problem. We're not actually having fun yet. We're just talking to everyone here and try to understand the story and try to make sense of it, other than it being, hey, the Adventurers Guild is trying to invite more people to join in, and we had this fun event, and it just go around like that. And let's just see the connections, I guess. I forgot what type of quest we have on the previous Lantern Rite. The one I remember is it's clearing the J Chambers debris and try to salvage it because the treasure hoarders were there. And of course it has something to do with the treasure hoarders this time. But the first Lantern Rite, I'm not quite sure. I haven't played it yet. This time we see less of them. No, we actually see them, but it's only one person, just one person on the story. Unlike the previous Lantern Rite. So you couldn't say that this Lantern Rite was going very, very smoothly. Almost no problems. It's just a little tiny bit of problem of one family getting their stuff stolen. Compare it to the previous Lantern Rite, where I think, if I remember them correctly, the treasure hoarders actually steal the fireworks. Yeah, they're trying to explode it somewhere now. Alright, so I have all those 4 events ready. We got a lot to do today, but certainly they all can be finished within a day, which is what we are trying to do it right now. Finishing all of them in one go. So first of all, of course, the one with Yao Yao and Qi Qi on it. Qi Qi, I've never seen her in events before. I don't know why. Let's just bring Qi Qi to events, shall we? Because, well, she deserves to be in an event, you know? Okay, off we go to our first challenge. Yeah, it's just collecting coins. And then this is, I suppose it's kind of like a nitrous oxide, like in the racing games or whatever. And this is kind of a trampoline, I guess. Okay, let's get started. Ignore the hills. I'm gonna start this and oh, it's in the night, of course, so you can actually enjoy the fireworks. So let me just try it. Okay, the night shows, it works that way. And let us go through the sky and oh, it has a direction. Oh, so you have to point it to the right direction, and this was not going smoothly for our first try today. Yeah, you're just basically just going through all of these guys. I mean, the balloons with the nitro, the boost, whatever. Okay. And what the hell? Okay. I barely missed that one. And it basically, the boost basically follows the direction of where you're going. Let me just restart this one. I should have used that knowledge to try to aim better. Right, let me just restart that. Goodbye, hilly shuttles, you can't attack me. Okay, our second attempt today should be this. Just go straight. Go up, we got 2. Let's just use both of them. Claim all those groups of coins in hexagonal. Okay, I just accidentally zoomed. I'm playing using a mobile phone, so I might accidentally do something I shouldn't have. Excuse that. So basically, you're here just going through all these balloons with the boost and collecting all these coins. So make sure to glide in a direction that you want it while... I accidentally zoomed again. While you are trying to use... before you are using the boost. To make sure that you are actually going to the right direction. Should have used boost right there. Because without the boost, you're not collecting every single one of those coins. One thing I like about this event was that it uses the song from, you guess it, the Golden Apple Archipelago. I feel like this puts much use to the song, so they're not going to waste, because there is an actual use. So I think I just missed that because I saw that yellow blob right there. But as I see our score, yep, it's over 3,000, so I don't care about the coins I just missed. I just care about getting 3,000 or over, because, well, we're speedrunning. No, we're actually trying to enjoy the event also. And as you can see, I can claim every single one of those rewards. So let's go to our second level, which is just offshore in Liyue. I don't know how to call that cliff, but it's the one with the electrolysis mage, isn't it? And let's just glide there. And I remember the first time I'm going to the Greenstone Forest, I have to go through this path and try to calculate correctly how long I will be gliding. Back then I didn't know using amber can just improve your, reduce the stamina usage while you're gliding. Let's just get our free meat today. And it's in the sea. Huh. That's a weird one. Oh no, actually there is a little bit of land, though it's not much. Let's just land here. Oh, it's literally a random patch of land in the middle of the sea. So let's just start challenge. Of course, adjusting time. We're only going to start this event at night so that we can clearly see the fireworks going on. Okay. Boost. Another boost. Double boost. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So if the level is currently loading, I'm probably gonna be a little bit confused. So was that supposed to happen? I don't know, but at least we can get to this yellow blob, glide, and what did I just learn in the previous challenge? Make sure to aim your characters right while entering the yellow blob, or at least just before you used your boost. Okay, I should have remembered that. Let's start the challenge again. At least we made a mistake early on rather than later, because that would be a little hard to fix. So let's restart. And here, double boost. 1, 2, and as I've learned previously, don't use too much. 1, 2, again. 1, 2. Oh, now I'm precise. I don't know what happened before. Just climb, aim, boost, and then go up again, aim again, boost twice. Yeah, see, if you are aiming your characters right. Okay, where is my boost? I don't know. Whatever, I don't. It's not like I need them. So if you aim your characters right, you're not gonna have any problems collecting all these coins. It's kind of nice though to see the cities far away. It reminds me of the first Lantern Rite, though I never played the first Lantern Rite because the first time I played this game was exactly after the Windbloom event ended in 1.4 update. I really wish I could have played Windbloom because that is the first time they released an actual musical instrument. So this is the let us get going, and that is our monument for today's Lantern Rite. Okay, challenge completed. Because this is our first time going to a monument this close, let us just inspect this monument right here. It's a mountain with, I suppose, birds on it. Yep. The first Lantern Rite had like a deer on it. And about the second Lantern Rite, I don't quite remember, but the theme was fish. And you might think, hey, they try to match it with what year is it in Chinese calendar. But the fact is that right now is the year of the rabbit. So they don't, it's actually not a rabbit that was shown there. Not like there's any rabbit in this game though. And well, somehow this event extends far into Sumeru. Maybe the Adventurers Guild was just really recruiting and it's not really just doing an event in Liyue. So again, let's enjoy fireworks in another country, because why not? Let's disturb the peace of another nation. Even though only Liyue celebrates Lantern Rite. Except when you saw the recently uploaded trailer on YouTube. Is that even a trailer? I don't know. And because it is Sumeru, it is not nice if we don't use the Dendrograna to our advantage. Which... So, back then I always had problems trying to connect those Dendrogranas, right? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But recently I found out that if you want to teleport with Dendrogranas, you have to look at them with your in-game camera. Your in-game camera must aim at one of them in order to try to connect and, let's just say, glide straight through them. Back then I didn't know that. I thought it was just like Electrograna. You just teleport this and that, and then boom, you're gone. But that's not the case for... you see, there are quite some flaws with this event. You have to look at every single one of them. Dendrogranas are a little different than the Electro counterpart. In that the Electro, you don't really need to see that. And also you can just infect yourself with Electro in order to just trigger the Electrograna. But in Sumeru, it's harder. You have to look at. I don't know if this is actually helping, but you will see a lot more of those. Or maybe I'm just... Okay, actually click attack. So that's plunging attack right there. Let's get back. Okay, a little more boost. Okay, it's a little off course, but I don't care. Let's see how far we got. Okay, we have finished, and it is not even close to 3,000. I honestly don't know what happened, but I've never been that far. I mean, the previous two levels I played, it was a good score, right? Okay, let's just try that and try to actually speedrun this level as fast as possible. Okay, I missed a lot of those coins. Oh, a lot. What the heck? So the design of these level, I'm really starting to question. Let's just use plunging attacks. Did we die? Nope, we don't. Great. Okay, so let's just connect to Dendrogram. Oh, that's funny. I thought I connected with one of those. Alright guys, because one of our characters just died, let me just resurrect them and we'll see you in a while. I just cut it down. Okay, so I have resurrected the Traveler, because why not? And let's continue the event, because what the heck is going on? I have no idea. This event is rigged. I mean, the Dendrogram at least is. So let's just start challenge. At least this isn't co-op, so that nobody can cheat on this. What the hell? There's a lot to fix on this event. The unreliability of the Dendro. Okay, you just see it. Okay, whatever. Let's just continue. I don't care. There is a lot of things that is not going to plan on this event. So I don't know if the other events is gonna be as terrible as this one. Don't know. But I gotta appreciate the first 2 levels though. It actually works, and it is, to my experience, a good level. Not like this one. This is a terrible level, and it's a torture to anyone playing. Okay, it just skipped that one. Apparently, if you look at both of them, I don't know how the heck the game decides on which Dendrogram you are going to. And it actually takes time for the yellow blob to spawn. Not a good idea, especially if you have some kind of speed running spirit going on. And don't know what is going wrong with that, and how the heck I can't just glide through with the Dendrogram. Or maybe you are supposed to just fall, I guess. And this is just gliding through. And try to finish as fast as possible. This is probably gonna be the weirdest level. Somehow it's an event at Rite. See, I'm almost there. Alright, this level is stupid. This is the worst level in a game. Probably this is the worst event ever in Rite. So just skip it. I don't care. Okay, let's get to our next level. So we've finished 3, so this is gonna be our final one. And it's in Mondstadt. What the heck? Is this supposed to be a Liu event? Lantern Rite, right? How the heck is it in Mondstadt? And how the heck the character, I mean, the Traveler not use... Okay, I've been saying a lot of things wrong today. How the heck did the Traveler not have any voice line when it's raining? This is unfair. It's literally the first character everyone uses. It's the most important character. But I'm not complaining. That's literally the character that most people will abandon. But not for me. I'm still using the Traveler to record events. Of course, it's not an event if there are no fightings. So I'm gonna still use Xiangling when I have to fight a lot of enemies. So as of right now, we're just gliding through here and there. It's exactly the same, but since we are in Mondstadt, there are not a lot of weird mechanics, which is a good thing, because there's not a lot of things that can or will go wrong. Okay, somehow we just teleported there, which is a good thing. We don't need to course correct ourselves. Alright. I mean, the Mondstadt level is actually pretty fun. There's not a lot of problem like the one we have with Dendrogram. Maybe the developer should have fixed the Dendrogram. All the problems with Dendrogram, the fact that you have to personally look into them to try to just teleport, unlike the Electrogram. So let's just collect all the coins, and Okay, we missed every single one of those coins. Okay, maybe I can use a taller character to get better on this event. But for now, I'm just gonna use the Traveler like how I always do playing the events since the 2.1 update. 2.1? Oh, I forgot. It's about Weinliste Fest in Mondstadt. Okay, we just finished it, and you know what? I take my words back. I hate this event. This event is the worst. The developer should have removed it from the beginning. Whatever, we're almost there. Just 10 points left, so might as well just redo it until we get 3,000, because I need those rewards in worse than okay. You know what? The yellow blobs. There's kind of a delay on it. I don't really care about delays because I don't aim to get the highest score possible. It's not my job to do that. I'm not a maniac. I'm not a psychopath. I'm still pretty much a normal player. So what I want is just 3,000 points. That's all. And you can see over there, I just get teleported straight to the blob, even though I missed it by a couple feet. Not that I care about it. It's a good thing though. I don't really know what you can improve from my previous attempt. There's like literally, I think I did everything correctly, unlike the previous level in Sumeru, I guess, where I don't know where the heck did I go wrong. I can't get 3,000. I might have to get 3,000 while I'm not recording, otherwise it'll take too much recordings and I would just fill up my phone with all these useless recordings of this stupid level. So let me just complete this one first, and let's hope for the best that we get 3,000 points. And there we go. Actually, this one is not so bad. Every single one I completed in the second attempt, except the Sumeru one. The Sumeru one was stupid, straight up stupid too. It's over-reliant on something that don't work. Anyway, so let's go to our next event, the Paper Opera. Of course, I have played the quest accidentally before, so let's just teleport to exactly where it is. Hey guys, after completing our first event, which is literally just running around, sounds a lot like the previous event, except now it has fireworks and you're not hitting those balloons by going through them. Today we're gonna be playing the paper opera. We have a little problem about the quest because I accidentally played that one while I'm not recording. My intent was to talk to everyone and they just so happened to interrupt my interaction with Dvorak. And this one, of course, I know how to play. You just switch the tiles around. And see, it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. The first is gotta be the easiest. And they have some sort of stories. So we actually understand what they are trying to tell us rather than just doing this puzzle and care about the reward. And this one, of course, is still as easy as it is. It just teaches you the logic of how the character moves and all. Okay, so now is the third stage. And this is locked one, of course you cannot move that, so I'll just swap them around first. And I just put it right here. Oh, I accidentally did it. Well, I guess it works. Okay, successful performance. Yeah, her name is Yiping. Okay, now we actually have some floating platforms. A little bit more complex than before. Let's just swap them around. So we actually have to somehow go up and get our reward. So this one's an easy one. You just swap them so that the character will go up, create a hole, and then there you go, there's your treasure. Okay, so up to the next level. Okay, I've just cropped the video because it takes me some time to think, but now I think I understand how you should do it. So there is a hole right here, and of course the treasure is locked. So we have to somehow get this character to face left so that he's not going for the thing that will kill him. And to do that, let me think. Is this fine? Yeah, he is facing left, but there are no holes, and you cannot connect it to the hole because then all of these three are locked. It's a complex problem. So I'll just let him go. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'll let him go to that place first. Then I'm currently thinking about what I should do. I mean, we haven't died yet, so I'll just try to swap this two and then place them here, and that should take us back to the reward. Yes, it does. Okay, so let me think about this one first. Alright, I think I understand, so I'll place this one here so that he faces to the left, of course, to avoid that spikes or thorn or whatever you want to call it. And how do we get the hole to the right? Maybe I let him go through the hole and then the hole must be above the treasure. So let's do this again. Let him go here. I'll place him. just above the treasure, and now I have to think about a way to get him to face right. I'll just hold this here so that he doesn't go anywhere, and there you go. It's funny how there's like the support button, the bottom left part, like, hey, I just finished it, I don't need any support. Support is for new people. Oh, new mechanics. Whatever, I'll just understand it as the thing that make you float. And now we have 2 locked figures, so let's just, that is not a good idea. He is still going to be facing right. I think I know how to make him face left. I'll just get him to the wall, and so he should face left. I'll let him go through this and float to his reward. There we go. I don't need any support, I can do this myself. We got ourselves some new mechanics again, and we got ourselves some locked reward, which I assume is where that handle will come in handy, because how are we supposed to get there if not for the locks? So having those floating things, we can completely assume that there are no holes, so we can just go through. And so maybe we should open it. So we'll have to get rid of this place once we finished turning the handle to open the hole. And I don't know how this works. Let me think for a moment. Okay, so first of all, let's just make him not press the button again so that the hole will stay open. And from that point, let's just think about what we should do. He's safe now. I get it. Maybe we just replace this one with this where to make him float. And then finally we'll replace him here, and that should bring him to the reward. Yes, that took me a while, but I can do this still. No need any help. Okay, off to the next one. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm probably gonna cut that, but it took me a long time, too long. So I'm just gonna crop that part and let you out the detail. But basically, I'm trying to inspect how this works with at least these thorn blocking our way to the reward. This is certainly not possible. So I'll just turn this handle on. Of course, that's our only way in, and we'll have to make him face right. Okay, so while recording this paper theater, I don't know if you guys prefer me not voicing anything, or that you prefer my voice having to voice this event. So I'll let that up to you guys. Occasionally I will voice some certain events when there are stuff to do, but this time it is a puzzle, so there is actually not a lot of things to talk about. From my previous puzzle experience, I probably should have done this a lot of times. Like when the time I do one of these events were like fixing the gears. Of course I don't voice it, and I have my recordings on my computer because it's a simple event, so I don't bother recording on my phones. Back then, on my phone, I record every single event, including the Mystery Dungeon and some random events. So I might have a lot of recordings back then, but now it's certainly not the case, because who are you guys to watch me play random events without any voice, without anything to enjoy? And since this is our only puzzle event, maybe my next video is going to be a little bit more enjoyable. Maybe there's a lot more stuff to talk about, because we are having ship battles, I suppose that is. And then of course, an event in Genshin is not going to be complete except when we fight some enemies. We'll see that later on. This one, I believe, should be a simple one. We just need to drop ourselves to the keys and try to take that. Okay, so I believe this is supposed to be the last one. So let's just see how hard it actually is. This key's on top of a vase, so the character must be facing left and we must drop off a hole. But the problem is our only open hole right now is in between that thorn. We haven't had any deaths yet, so having one would not be a good thing. So there must be another hole to activate, and I see the door right there, so I will activate it. But I'm just thinking about the best way to do it. This is not locked, by the way, so I think I haven't got any better ideas, so let's just, it'll better if I restart. And so the first thing that happened here is that you close the floor after pressing the switch. So the first thing you have to make sure is that after you open the switch, you have to close it again. So you must drop to the right side. And I know just where you can drop to the right side. So Okay, we have actually finished every single one of the stage. And look at that, it took to that level where I took like 3 minutes to complete. Yeah, that was so long, I have to grab a lot of things. And so, we have finally done our second event. And we're going to do our third and fourth later on after this one. So, we'll be uploading this video first, and then you guys just have to wait for my second video for the other events. And I'll see you on my next video. Enjoy our little conversation. Goodbye. By the way, is that Street World Rambler? What the heck